Good afternoon, Pokesports. It's your host, Mike, and I'm playing with two Pokemon on the field. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have a new team to be showing off. But first, I just want to touch on this team a little bit. I've been showing off this team in my previous battles. You can actually go and check that out in the cards up above. But I have finally finished EV training and putting all the moves and all the abilities on this team. So I just wanted to really quick give you a little update on that. Just share with you what I am using just in case you guys want to actually use this team and bring it into the battle arena. So up there, this is something I don't usually do at the beginning, but you can see the team ID up there. And again, I'll be updating that on the old battle videos. So if you want to check out kind of what this team can do, you can go and look at those videos. But essentially, the Meowscarada now has Protean. The Sylveon now has Pixelate with Hyper Voice. The Slitherwing now has Acrobatics, which was a great suggestion by one of the people in the comments, where booster energy is used at the beginning of the turn. And then you have no items, so your Acrobatics does 110 base power damage. It's pretty nuts. Espathra now has Speed Boost, so you can hit Protect on that first turn, get the +1, and just outspeed every single thing. Umbreon now has Inner Focus, and Palafin. Palafin's just the same. Actually, no, that's not true. Now Palafin has been rejigged to be Water Tera. So this whole team has kind of been revamped. If you want to see this team back in action, please do let me know in the comments down below. I'm happy to bring it back into the battle arena. I might as well be streaming this a little bit later. But that's not what we're here for today. Today, we are here for this team, the Roaring Moon, Grimmsnarl, Sun, and disgusting stuff team. There's going to be a lot of fun shenanigans to be had with this one, so let's go and get into some games. And the name of this team is Math, because when you're playing this team, you're going to be doing a little bit of math. That's kind of the way that I like to play. So we're going to be choosing Math today. Oh, I've got ideas for future team names. I didn't realize that it's writing it out like that. You're going to be choosing Math today? I'm going to name my next one Violence. All right. Let's get into this game. An opposing trainer has already been found. We're just going with random BGM today. So this person that we're facing over here is bringing the Berserker, the Talonflame, the Sylveon, Lucario, the Mouse House, and the Scizor. Okay. So essentially, like the bread and butter for this team, really, I think I can bring it here. There's a lot of steel Pokemon. So I can just go ahead and bring the Torkoal. I could bring Shiyu to begin with here. I think I actually will. I'm going to bring Shiyu. In the back, I can bring the Grimmsnarl. And then I could bring the Fluttermane here. I kind of need to bring one of these Paradoxers, right? Which one should I bring? So if I bring this one, that's Fairy against a bunch of steals. And then for this one, I've got Roaring Moon. Yeah, so let's just go with that one, right? I think that sounds about right. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I have moved my camera over here, and I have not tested this out yet. So I hope that this gives a little bit more information because, folks, context is key. Look at that. Context is key when it comes to Pokemon. If you miss some information, then you're going to miss something in the game. And where this camera was before, it was hiding the moves. Some people didn't like that. Some people didn't care. It seems to be a bit more of a problem in Scarlet and Violet than it was in Sword and Shield. But regardless, we're going to start with the Sylveon and the Talonflame. And those, honestly, I think I can handle. If I just go for the Eruption, what are they going to do? They're going to go for a Tailwind and a Hyper Voice, I assume. Hyper Voice, actually, I don't want to take on my Chi-Yu. Oh, that would be really bad. So you know what? Maybe we'll go for an Eruption still, because it's just not going to do too much to my Torkoal. And do I want to consider actually swapping this guy out? Oh my gosh, I have so much Dark on this. Here's what I can do. I can actually Terrastalize to avoid some of that Hyper Voice damage and just go for Heat Wave. Because I'm in the sun. I go for the 2 times Heat Wave damage. That sounds pretty good to me. So you know what? I say let's do it. Let's do it. So here's the thing about Chi-Yu. For those of you who don't know what Chi-Yu does exactly, when it pops out into the field, it drops the special defense of everybody on the field by 25%. which, again, pretty scary for me because this Sylveon's about to hit me with a nasty move. And who dodged that? Don't dodge my heat waves. Come on, guys. Oh, good. The person that I wanted to hit. So Sylveon doesn't get to play today, and Torkoal gets an eruption that's, 100% damage. Oh, be still my heart. That's beautiful. Doesn't even matter that we missed that one heat wave on the Talonflame. How nice is that? So the only thing I have to keep in mind here is that there's Tailwind going on the other side. Now I believe that even the Pokemon that swap in, like this Lucario and this not Tandem Mouse, but Mousehold, that I believe they also get the minus 25%. And that is in part why my eruptions are doing so much damage, because it's an eruption in the sun from Torkoal, who gets it 1.5 times. I believe this is 150 power at full HP, with their special defense cut by 25%. So just with all of that math, think about how much damage is being done right now. So I'm just going to do the same thing. And I'm not sure who's going to... Well, I know who's going to outspeed. The Tandem, the Mouse House and the Lucario is going to outspeed. So there's... Oh, Dragon Gario. That's going to be fun later. I've got a Roaring Moon in the back for that. So a big ol' nasty population bomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10. If one of those, if the one that crit didn't crit, I think I would have actually had it, but that's okay. That's okay. The Dragon Tera Blast is not very good for me, to be honest. But you know what? We live. That probably should have been a heat wave because this eruption's now not going to do nearly as much. Yep. Okay. So let's go into Grimmsnarl. I think with this I can set up. I just need to double check that Population Bomb is in fact a physical move. Population Bomb. Yes, that is physical. So I can go for the... actually, I think I should go for Protect here. Yes, that is what I'm going to do. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to wait out the Tailwind. Because if I can just... Oh, actually. Do I fake out here or do I... I think I fake out. I don't think the Lucario can KO my Grimmsnarl. I just don't. I'm going to go like this. Yeah. We're going to protect and we're going to hit it like that. I have a feeling that I'm going to get another Tera Blast to Torkoal's face just to try and take it out. Oh, it's got a Flash Cannon. Oh, it's special! Oh! That monster! Tailwind has one more turn. So, wow, that was a waste of my time. Sucks. I guess I can just... Heat Wave that. What am I most worried about? I'm going to have to Terrastalize Roaring Moon when that comes out. It's going to Terrastalize into Dragon. So I don't want the Lucario alive. So can I Parting Shot that? No, I'm just going to die, aren't I? I could try and outpredict, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I do want to hit him with the Light Screen, which it just doesn't sound good. Oh, it only hit one time. Cool. Love that. Thank you. Wait, so does that mean I get a heat wave off? Yeah, I do. Whoa! Yay! Bye, Tandem Mouse. Bye, Mouse House. Bye, Mousehold. Bye, House of Mouse. Wow. This game was close. Now here's the part that I don't super love, is that the sun's still out. And that means that I don't get my acrobatics. Not like I was trying to. Not like I really wanted. Not like I really wanted that anyway. But we can go for the Helping Hand here. Helping Hand into Dragon Claw. Oh, I already terrestrialized. Right, that's right. I terrestrialized the Chi-Yu. This should do it. This should do it. I do go first, and there we go. Ooh. Holding out for that Tailwind to Peter really, really, really clinched this game for me. And I mean, really, it was all because I did the math. And because I did the math, I won the game. Anyway, let's go and move into game 2. Let's see if we can't replicate the magic one more time. Okay, so going into this one, we get, I forget what that one's name is. Is it Chin Pao? Oh, I'm sorry, I'll figure it out. We've got a Scizor, a Hatterene, a Gyarados, Volcarona, and Dragapult. Okay. I think the play here might just be to bring the Lilligant. I think. Oh, actually, you know what I can do? Can I go into Flutter Mane? The Scizor scares me a little bit, but I don't think it scares me enough to not do it. Why would he ever lead with Scizor? He sees the fire types on my team. He sees the Chi-Yu. He sees the Torkoal, and he's like, nah, I don't wanna bring that. Why would I want to bring that against Michael? Against Pokesports. Roaring Moon, I don't think is going to be the right play. I do think that Chi-Yu would be good. Chi-Yu Lilligant? Yes. That is what we're going to do. Oh boy. Okay. Best of luck. Best of luck. Folks, if you haven't already, please do make sure to hit the like button on this video. Tell us what you like about it. What kind of Pokemon do you want to see? What kind of Pokemon haven't you seen? What kind of Pokemon do you think are sleeper hits? So honestly, there's just so much to this game right now, and Terrestrialization just kind of flipped everything on its head. Anyway, so I'm going to hit him with the Drought. Now, I believe... yeah, that my special attack was heightened. There was a version of this Flutter Mane that I was kind of playing around with where the special attack was 1 point lower than speed, just so my speed would heighten instead. But honestly, I think it's safe for me to just kind of go for the terrestrialized Dazzling Gleam. Like, I don't think I need to go for the Shadow Ball on the Hatterene. I understand what that would do. That would absolutely KO it, but why not just go for this? It's a super powerful move. And I can... Oh, wait a minute. This thing's about... the entire world is going to explode. Get ready. Watch this. Watch this madness. Oh, it's still communicating. See, that's the information that you miss when my screen's up here. I'm sorry, we're still communicating. So anyway, I'm going to terrestrialize into Fairy type right now for this Dazzling Gleam. This Dazzling Gleam is going to be the biggest thing that you've ever seen in your life. Here we go. So Flutter Mane, Helping Hand, ba-ba-ba. And I even go first. Oh boy, here's the most amount of power that anybody has ever seen in their life. Goodbye, nobody. Cool. All right, well, either way, Torkoal doesn't actually take all the damage. Gyarados is still going to go down. Did you see its little closed mouth just now? And Hatterene's going to hit me with the Dazzling Gleam. It doesn't actually matter. It was still quite a bit of damage for just an effective hit. Although, honestly, a little less damage than I thought there would be. Now, who are they going to send out in the back? Now, if they have the Scizor, this might be the time to bring it. I don't think they do. The Dragapult's a good choice, because I am... no, I'm just Fairy right now, actually. I should be able to just Dazzling Gleam this down. Hopefully I will not die to a Shadow Ball or whatever. Phantom Force, I don't know. But yeah, honestly, Dragapult's still super fast. It's still a fast Pokemon, and I can't discount that. We do have the sun up, so if my Torkoal is able to live anything, then I can probably take down the Hatterene with this Heat Wave. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Now, it is worth considering. Yeah, so maybe they thought that this would do... Yeah, it still almost took me out. But I should be able to take both of these guys down now. Yeah, thank you to Terastallization for taking away the ghost type. That would have been quite bad. Anyway, now it's a healthy 4v1. Not toxic at all. We're having a good time. Having a good time. And in fact, I can actually protect next turn if I really want to. Here comes Chimpao. Meow. Ow, my defense. I don't know what Chimpao's speed is, but I'm, well, whatever. If I outspeed, then I win. So let's just hit him with a Dazzling Gleam. Let's hit him with a Heat Wave. Battle was canceled. Okay, goodbye. Yeah, so Fluttermane's pretty good. Fluttermane's pretty good. Now, if we did the math, we would probably see that it was going to be quite a bit. But you know what? I'm actually curious about the choice to Helping Hand there instead of going for an Eruption or a Heat Wave. Because I was in the sun, I maxed special attack on this Torkoal, so I would be doing the most possible damage that I think my Torkoal could do, save if it was... Actually, I think it's also plus special attack nature. So, I don't know. I might have actually been able to do more damage if I had just gone for a Heat Wave instead of gone for a Helping Hand. But anyway, that's science for another battle. Let's go into that other battle and see what we can do. Okay, and the last battle goes to this person with the Pelipper and the Palafin. Okay, so because I chose not to bring the Palafin in this game, it's come back to haunt me. And I'm not liking that. I'm a little scared of that, to be honest. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to put it to sleep. I don't want Palafin in my life. I don't want it in my game. So let's bring Lilligant. Let's bring... I don't think I can bring any more supportive Pokemon here. But it should be fine. And then Fluttermane, it proved itself. Honestly, Fluttermane proved itself. And Roaring Moon to deal with the Garchomp, I guess. Fluttermane also deals with the Garchomp, but there's no harm in having multiple things that can deal with multiple things. All right, so let's get into it. Are we ready? It's the last game of the day. Let's end it on a good note. That was a good trainer card. I enjoyed that trainer card quite a bit. Okay, so there it is. That was the thing I was worried about, the rain and the dolphin. So the rain's going to come in first, and I'm going to say, no. It's actually sun now. And because it's the sun, I should go for the Heat Wave, actually. And, I could go for Eruption. I won't. I'm going to go for Sleep Powder. I want this Palafin to sleep. Good night. Okay, well, it's going to just withdraw. So now it's the hero anyway. So Golduck's going to be here. Oh, Cloud9? No, not Cloud9. Doesn't have Cloud9. Tailwind is bad for me. That was quite a bit of damage to that Pelipper. I like that. Now, I could go for a move on Torkoal, but it might be better to just swap out into Roaring Moon here. Or it might be better to swap into Fluttermane. No, I think I need something to go down to swap into Fluttermane. Otherwise what happens? Otherwise, it breaks my focus sash, and then I'm not able to do anything. So we'll do that, and we'll Leaf Storm, I guess. The Pelipper slot, I fully expect this Pelipper not to stay in so that they can get Drizzle up again. So my plan is to go for something on this slot, take out whatever Pokemon is on that slot, and then swap out the Torkoal so that I can bring it back in to re-drought the Drizzle. So here it is. There's Scizor. Scissor's not going to like that eruption. Let me tell you that. Lilligant's special attack fell, but doesn't matter. You know what is going to hit, though, is this eruption. Kabam. Yeah. So here's the problem. Here's the real issue. All right? It's that there's now a slow Lilligant. There's now going to be a slow Lilligant with a Palafin coming out to do Palafin things. All right? And I say slow Lilligant because here comes the Pelipper as well to drop the Drizzle. The Drizzle drop. Drizzy, Drizzy, Dre. What's my option? Protect with Lilligant, I think. I think I flip into Roaring Moon. Yes. I flip into Roaring Moon, and I assume that Roaring Moon is going to die. Okay? But watch this. I'm going to hit the Protect on the Lilligant. Nothing's going to happen. Don't worry. Everything's fine. But I'm expecting the Roaring Moon to go down. No, I'm hoping that the Roaring Moon goes down. They have Tailwind on their side. They probably have 2 turns left on it, if not 1. And if it's 1, then I'm in a very good position. Here comes the Wave Crash on the Lilligant slot. Not going to do it. Here comes the Hurricane on the Lilligant slot. Not going to do it. Okay. Well, actually, so here's the thing. Hear me out. Now I have a conundrum. I believe I can make my Lilligant outspeed the Pelipper if I swap out into Torkoal. I think that does a lot of good for me. Yeah. And then I can do the thing that I wanted to do last time, which is put the Palafin to sleep. So this accomplishes a lot of things right now, right? Torkoal comes out, it breaks the rain, the Wave Crash is going to do less damage, the Pelipper is not going to be fully... Oh boy. Cool, cool. Oh yeah, that's not good. That's not good for him at all. Pelipper's not going to be fully able to hit the Hurricanes, and even if that Hurricane hits and it takes out my Lilligant, I can now bring in my Flutter Mane, do Flutter Mane things on a field that now has no Tailwind. Yeah, there it goes. Wow, I'm really calling it today. Okay, Flutter Mane, here we go. Okay, so the Protosynthesis is going to kick in. Special attack's going to be heightened. We're going to go for the Eruption. Yeah, no? What's better here? I honestly don't know. I think the Heat Wave at this point does more damage, right? Yeah, that does 95, but it has a chance to miss, but we're just going to do it. And then we're going to Terrastallize Dazzling Gleam, because I think that's just what's going to do the most damage right now. I would like to get rid of this Pelipper before it has a chance to set up Tailwind again. That would be very, very nice, and I would appreciate that very much. My Flutter Mane should be faster. Yes, goodbye. Oh. See, that's the way. That's the way. If this was... So here's the thing. That tells me that Palafin probably was not Assault Vested. I would have really liked that to be Assault Vest. I love an Assault Vest Palafin right now. I think it just makes too much sense. Anyway, that's the game. We had, oh my gosh, we had such a good 3 games. Folks, let's go into the rental. Let's go and take a look at these Pokemon. It's time. Okay, folks, so here is the team that we're using. Team ID is over there in the top right corner, but we've got a bunch of 6 Pokemon that I love. Okay, and honestly, I've been using all 6 of these Pokemon. I haven't had the situation yet where I fall too hard into 4 out of the 6. I actually have, pretty decent use for all of these. Let's start off with the Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl is right underneath me. Grimmsnarl has Reflect, Light Screen, Fake Out, and Parting Shot. No attacks, pretty much no attacks. So after you use that first Fake Out, you have absolutely no way of doing damage. So Taunt will be pretty nasty for this thing, but you kind of have to look ahead and see if there are going to be any Pokemon on the other side of the field who have Taunt, and then maybe you just don't want to bring it. But Grimmsnarl is a great enabler for the math. You can cut your damage in half with Reflect, cut your special damage in half with Light Screen. Parting Shot, you can do pretty much the same thing, but from the other side. This is great, personally, for facing off against Dondozos. Dondozo and Tatsugiri, I had a couple matches before recording, just while I was practicing this team, where I just damage reduction, and alongside that I used Lilligant. I'll get to it in a second. Number 2 is Torkoal with Helping Hand, Protect, Eruption, Heat Wave. You could swap out Helping Hand for Earth Power, and honestly I'm starting to think that I should, especially after those last games where Heat Wave just kind of does a lot of damage. This is a max special attack Torkoal anyway, so probably better to have a ground coverage move in there. I'll probably have that swapped for the next video. Number 3 is Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon's really strong. There's a new video that we put out today on Roaring Moon. You can go and check that out where's that? Where am I looking? Over there, over on the cards. Where I talk all about it. This is one of the sets that I debuted on that. Acrobatics plus Booster Energy is wonderful. Booster Energy gets used the second you come onto the field, and then Acrobatics does 110 base damage. It's amazing. If this Pokemon was Terastal flying, then I think that might be a little bit better, and I might consider going to swap to that pretty soon. Lilligant, a great Pokemon with Chlorophyll, with Wide Lens, so you're hitting those sleep powders. Imagine Venusaur in Sword and Shield, but without being Venusaur in Sword and Shield. You have Leaf Storm, so you have a little bit of damage to do, but After You is great to use with Torkoal, right? You can get to use some After You Eruptions in the sun and just get wicked damage right off whenever you need it, or you can even use it on Fluttermane, which I'll get to in a second. Chi-Yu is a really, really strong Pokemon with the Beads of Ruin, lowering everybody's special defense. Put that beside the Torkoal. Torkoal's exploding all over them. It's great. But Chi-Yu can also hold its own with Heat Wave. Especially if you're Terastal Fire, you Tera Fire, you go for the ×2 Heat Wave, does a ton of damage. And then Fluttermane, if I cannot say enough good things about Fluttermane. Fluttermane, you Terastalize into Fairy, you use that Dazzling Gleam, you're doing 2 times your Dazzling Gleam damage. You use Helping Hand from Torkoal or After You from Lilligant. Or even Grimmsnarl can just fake out one Pokemon so that you don't have to worry about it breaking the Sash on that first team, on that first game. This team kind of supports each other, and I love the synergy with a lot of these things. The only thing that I look out for sometimes is Roaring Moon and the Protosynthesis, because if the sun was out, you saw what happened in that last one. It gave me the attack boost, but it kept the booster energy. Thankfully, in that game, I didn't need it, but I always kind of have a weird feeling when it happens. So that's the team. If you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed this explanation, wow, please do leave a like down below. Tell us what kind of Pokemon you want to see. I'm going to be practicing with this team a little bit more. But until then, you guys keep on rocking. Stay safe. Drive safe. Have a good day. Bye, everybody.